Hello everyone, Charles Watts here, the Arsenal correspondent at Gold, joining you just to quickly run through the chat about tonight's pre-season friendly. Arsenal's first of the prolonged summer, really, ahead of Saturday's big one, the Community Shield against Liverpool at Wembley. They've been playing MK Dons tonight, as you can see on the screen behind me there. It's just finished, Arsenal running out 4-1 winners against MK Dons. Comfortable win in the end, as usual with these friendlies. Very, very changed sides. In the first half, Arsenal played a much more senior side. Second half, a lot of the youngsters came on. A couple of them impressed. And in the first half, the big guns comfortably with a better side against an MK Dons team that really struggled to cope with Arsenal's movement. I mean, they didn't really get out of second gear for most of it, as you can imagine. But when they did, when they moved the ball quickly, they were far too good for an MK Dons side. I'll quickly just run you through exactly what happened then for Arsenal and who started as well. We had Leno in goal. It was good to see William Saliba play his first appearance really in an Arsenal shirt. Mikel Arteta sticking with a sort of 3-4-3 formation. You had Saliba on the right of the back three. You had Rob Holding in the centre and Kieran Tierney on the left. You had Mohamed Elneny playing alongside Granit Xhaka in the sort of central midfield areas. Had Bukayo Saka playing on the right. I can't even remember who played on the left now. Aubameyang's there, sorry. You had Nketiah up front as well. So it was a strong team. And I thought Saliba impressed, I've got to say, slotting in on the right side of that back three, sorry. It was, he looked calm, he looked very, very powerful, really tall, commanding figure as well. He was good on the ball, he came out with the ball as well from the back, which I think we're going to want to see more and more of as he sort of progresses through his first season at Arsenal. Mikel Arteta will certainly want to see more of, and I think when you've got, if Arteta does stick with the 3-4-3 formation, certainly in the early part of the season, I imagine you're going to be seeing Saliba on the right of it, David Luiz in the centre, and then Gabriel on the left, and that's three very comfortable ball-playing defenders who Arteta will certainly hope will improve things going forward and getting the ball forward quickly to midfield. And I was impressed by what I saw from Saliba tonight, albeit you've got to look at who he was playing against, and it was a half-paced game as well. But the sort of flashes you saw from Saliba and what you think he's going to bring to the team, I thought it was a decent first showing and one certainly encouraging signs. Arsenal got off to the perfect start, 1-0 up straight away. Mohamed Elneny, of all people, scoring from about 35 yards, taking advantage of a defensive error and just first time finish on the loose ball in midfield. Keeper was out of his goal, and it's a great finish, like I said, 35 yards straight in. Perfect start for Elneny, who'll want to impress. Does he really have a long-term future? Well, he's going to want to try and impress Mikel Arteta, and goals like that is certainly going to do that. It's going to catch the manager's eye, so he can't really do any more. He was slotting in alongside Granit Xhaka, and the two of them comfortably sort of saw the ball, got on the ball, and they were like I said, far too good for MK Dons. Second goal scored by Nketiah, really nice goal by Arsenal. Cedric Suarez, who was playing on the sort of right wing back role for Arsenal. Ainsley Maitland-Niles was on the opposite flank and the wing back roles. He got the ball, played a lovely ball down the right hand side to Saka, who raced onto it. Perfect cutback really from Saka, and there was Eddie sort of 12 yards out doing what he does best. Lovely first time finish into the corner. 2-0 at that point. He thought Arsenal would go on and sort of run away with it, but as always the way of Arsenal, the Achilles heel is always defending, and they did gift MK Dons a goal back to make it 2-1 before half time. Rob Holding with a brilliant header, fantastic header, just a shame it was into his wrong net, glancing across straight over Leno, own goal, making it 2-1. Massive changes then for Arsenal in the second half. Mikel Arteta bringing on a whole host of academy players. We got Emile Smith-Rowe, which was good. I think he's going to have a big part to play. Certainly when you come to the Europa League early rounds this season, he'll want to impress Mikel Arteta. Arteta's going to have a good look of him over the summer, so he came on, and a whole host of others. McGuinness made it 3-1 for Arsenal. Fantastic header from a corner. If you haven't seen it yet, please do try and find the highlights. Really good, generated so much power in those neck muscles. Bullet header into the top corner. Then Reiss Nelson finishing off, making it 4-1 right at the end. Lovely little sort of run into the penalty area. He was tripped by a trialist for MK Dons, gave away a penalty, and Nelson took the penalty himself. Sort of Bruno Fernandes-esque, really lovely little sort of stop on the run up, sent the keeper the wrong way and rolled it into the far corner. And that put the finishing touches on what was a very comfortable win for Arsenal. Barely broke sweat really. Aubameyang didn't really do too much in the first half. One lovely little turn, earned himself a shooting chance with left foot, which was powerfully struck, but the keeper saved comfortably. Other than that, wasn't really in the game and didn't really break sweat because it was just a comfortable evening's work for Arsenal. Obviously, the big friendly, if you can call it that, it's on Saturday, the Community Shield at Wembley against Liverpool, FA Cup winners versus Premier League champions, and you're certainly going to see a much different sort of game when those two sides meet, certainly in terms of tempo and quality. But all in all, decent night's work for Mikel Arteta. He'd seen what he wanted from his side, got some minutes into the senior players' legs and got to see some of the academy boys as well. George Lewis, the Norwegian youngster who was signed from the Norwegian lower leagues this summer after impressing in a trial, he came on for the last few minutes. So just like that for the second half, really. A lot of the younger boys coming on and getting a run out. That was it really, just in case you hadn't watched it. I thought I'd pop on just to run you through what we saw tonight from Arsenal. Please do join me throughout the week as I continue to build up to Saturday's game. No news from the transfer front yet. In terms of Gabriel, it doesn't look like that one's going to be announced. I can't imagine it is now at 8 p.m. They're going to push it out in the evening. So I think we might have to wait till tomorrow to see if Gabriel finally gets the green light. I spoke to someone I know at Arsenal today and he said no issue with it. It's all done and dusted. Just doing the last little sort of bit of legal work before the announcement can take place. So maybe that will come tomorrow. Fingers crossed we will see Gabriel announced as an Arsenal player tomorrow. Thanks so much for joining me, everyone, and stay safe. Enjoy your evening.